Hello, I'm Valerie Miller, the Director of the Office of Student Financial Aid and Scholarships at Ohio University. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We understand that these days, making an investment in a college education represents a significant undertaking for most families. Let me assure you, when you choose the excellent value of the Ohio experience, your investment is a wise one, and the returns last forever. We're proud that U.S. News & World Report included Ohio University on its list of best value schools in 2020, and Forbes listed us as one of America's best value colleges in 2019. Before our financial aid presentation begins, I'll take just a moment to highlight a few important updates and focus on some of our helpful programs and resources. Our new Ohio Excellence Awards, our primary scholarship program for first-year students, is comprised of awards designed to recognize the resilience, accomplishments, and diverse contributions of the fall 2021 first-year class. This newly expanded program underscores Ohio's commitment to support our students from admission through graduation and beyond. Scholarships through the Ohio Excellence Awards program are still being awarded each week, and we are continuing to consider newly admitted students as availability permits. Additionally, I hope by now that you've been introduced to our Ohio Guarantee, part of the Ohio Guarantee Plus. The Ohio Guarantee is our fixed tuition and fees guarantee that ensures your direct cost will stay constant from year to year. We walk the walk on our commitment to affordability, predictability, and cost transparency by providing you level rate tuition, housing, dining, and most fees locked in for 4 years. This was the first program of its kind when we introduced it to the state back in 2015. And while other institutions have followed our lead, Ohio's is still the most comprehensive guarantee today. And now, through the Ohio Guarantee Plus, we're taking that a step further, continually expanding access to our individualized on-time graduation plans and alumni-only scholarships for continuing education, as well as career counseling for life. At Ohio, we go beyond a guaranteed price to deliver real and lasting return on your investment. Now, even if you get overwhelmed in this process, I want to emphasize that you're not on this journey alone. We're here to help you and your family navigate the path to fund your education, and we will be here every step of the way. Our team in the Office of Student Financial Aid and Scholarships is comprised of more than 20 caring staff members, many of whom have at least that many years of experience, who've made a career of helping families plan and navigate paying for college. We're committed to supporting you and are dedicated to providing the information you need to make the important decision to invest in an Ohio education. Our team is available by phone, email, and virtual appointment, and we welcome your questions anytime. Whether you're just getting started on filing the FAFSA, there's still time, or if you want to sit virtually with an expert to go over your offer and weigh your options. We are excited about all that awaits you here at Ohio University. Thank you for taking the time to join us at Ohio Gateway Day and for trusting us to help guide you through the financial aid process. With that, I will turn this over to my esteemed colleague, Melissa Van Meter, for important information on understanding your financial aid offer. Please stay with us.
Hi, my name is Melissa Van Meter. I'm the Senior Associate Director of Operations in the Office of Student Financial Aid and Scholarships here at Ohio. On behalf of all of us in the Financial Aid Office, thank you so much for joining us here online for Gateway Day. We've all worked together to make this event a really useful and practical resource packed with helpful information for students and their families. We know that the very words financial aid can be stressful to some, but at Ohio, we strive to be just the opposite. Our team is friendly, accessible, and always here to help. We want to bring you easy to understand and transparent information so you always know how much college will cost and all the options and resources available to help you minimize your out-of-pocket burden. In this session, I'm going to share a 20-minute presentation called Understanding Your Financial Aid Offer. It's designed to do just that, to help you understand the details and benefits of what's contained in the financial aid offer you received from Ohio University. I'll help you better determine how much attending Ohio University will cost, when you should expect to receive your bill, how the Ohio Guarantee can help reduce uncertainty, and much more. Financial aid offers began being mailed at the end of February. If you have not yet received this letter, please email us at financial.aid@ohio.edu, and we will be glad to assist you. This presentation will remain online so that you can access it at your convenience once you have your letter. If you have questions during or immediately following the live presentation, enter them into the live chat box, and one of my trained team members will be happy to answer your questions. Please do not enter sensitive personal or financial information into the chat. Again, you can reach out to us at any time at financial.aid@ohio.edu, and we'll gladly help you. With that, I'm going to dive right into the main presentation. Understanding your financial aid offer. Let's start by taking a look at the financial aid offer itself. The offer is 2 pages, front to back. It provides for you information regarding costs, as well as the types and amounts of financial aid being offered to you. Let's look in detail at each page. On the first page of your financial aid offer, you'll find estimated direct or billed charges. This is the annual amount you can expect to pay Ohio University. The next section includes a gift aid breakdown. This will be displayed for students offered grants and/or scholarships. The next section is a self-help aid breakdown, which lists federal work study if offered, and federal direct loans. Finally, you'll show your out-of-pocket expense. On the second page, you'll see your total cost of attendance, which includes direct charges as well as indirect costs. We provide for you your net price, as well as additional borrowing amounts. Finally, you'll find critical next steps, which are action items you need to complete to finalize your financial aid. Let's look at these items in a little more detail. First, we'll look at cost details. Your financial aid offer provides estimated annual direct charges. These include the direct charges you're expected to pay to Ohio University. The tuition and fees on your financial aid offer are based on 2020-2021 costs for full-time enrollment on the campus described on your aid offer. Residence hall and meal plan costs are based on a standard double room and a traditional 14 meal plan. The actual cost you incur will vary based on your residence hall and meal plan selections. Ohio University is committed to transparency, and we do this by offering the Ohio Guarantee. The Ohio Guarantee is a single fixed rate tuition and fees plan that guarantees your rates will not increase over your 4 years of enrollment. Our Ohio Guarantee is comprehensive and includes fees beginning with orientation all the way to graduation. It's available on the Athens and regional campuses to both Ohio residents and non-residents. I would encourage you to review the benefits of the Ohio Guarantee fixed tuition and fees plan, as well as the entire Ohio Guarantee Plus program at ohio.edu/guarantee. Once finalized, tuition, fee, residence hall, and meal plan rates for the 2021-22 year can be found at the Office of the Bursar's website at ohio.edu/bursar. Let's talk for a moment about bills. Account balance notifications for the fall semester will be sent on August 1st. Those will be sent via email directly to the student. Students can sign up individuals as authorized users. Authorized users will also receive email notifications when account balances are due. Account balances will be due the 21st of each month. Any unpaid balance will have a 1.5% late fee applied to that balance. For additional billing details, please visit the Office of the Bursar's website. Next, let's take a look at the types and amounts of financial aid you might see on your aid offer. Financial aid is divided into 2 groups. The first is gift aid, and the second is self-help aid. You'll also notice that there are 2 columns. The first is the annual offered amount, and the second is the applicable aid amount. The applicable aid is the amount of financial aid being offered that will actually apply toward your charges here at Ohio. Let's take a look at this in more detail. First, gift aid includes both scholarships and grants. Scholarships require full-time enrollment, and students should log into their Ohio Student Center to be aware of renewability criteria. Grants are offered annually based on FAFSA results. The amounts of grants may be prorated if students enroll less than full-time. Self-help aid includes federal work-study and federal direct loans. Federal work-study is one of many employment options to students here at Ohio. If you have been offered work-study, you can select a position online. Students are paid by bi-weekly paychecks based on hours earned. You'll note on your financial aid offer that the applicable aid amount is zero because federal work-study dollars do not apply towards students' direct charges. Federal direct loans must be accepted in your Ohio Student Center. Additionally, students must complete a loan agreement and loan counseling. Please note that a loan origination fee is deducted from the offered amount. Some additional information about loans. Loans are offered in federal direct subsidized and unsubsidized loan amounts. Subsidized loans do not accrue interest while students are enrolled at least half-time. Unsubsidized loans do accrue interest. Repayment on both types of federal direct loans begins 6 months after a student graduates, stops attending, or drops below half-time. Now let's look at out-of-pocket expense and net price, so I can explain what those numbers mean to you. What is your out-of-pocket expense? This is the amount the student is expected to pay Ohio University for the 2021-22 year. It's calculated by subtracting your applicable financial aid from your direct or billed charges. The applicable financial aid is both gift and self-help aid. This amount does not include indirect costs such as books, transportation, or personal expenses. In this financial aid offer sample, you can see the estimated direct charges total $24,474. The total gift aid is $12,609, and the total applicable self-help aid is $5,444. The out-of-pocket expense in this example is $6,421. Let's take a closer look at that calculation. This includes tuition and fees of $12,612, plus residence hall and meal plan of $11,862, minus gift aid of $12,609, minus applicable self-help aid of $54,44, to get the out-of-pocket expense of $6,421. This calculation is done for each student on their financial aid offer, so you'll be able to find your individualized out-of-pocket expense, so you'll know when you receive your financial aid offer what you can expect to pay Ohio University for the year. Let's look next at cost of attendance. The cost of attendance is more global. It includes both direct charges and indirect costs. A student's financial aid cannot exceed the total cost of attendance. Finally, we provide net price. Net price is a little bit different. It subtracts only gift aid from your total cost of attendance. This amount does include indirect costs such as books, transportation, and personal expenses that the student will incur as a student but are not charged by Ohio University. And again, the net price does not include self-help aid. This, again, is calculated by taking the total cost of attendance of $28,660 minus only the gift aid of $12,609 for a net price, in this example, of $16,051. You may be asking, will I need more money? If you accept your federal direct loans, you will owe the out-of-pocket expense to Ohio University. However, you could choose to borrow additional funds to cover the indirect costs. Those calculations are done for you on your financial aid offer. If you are looking to borrow additionally, families can consider a parent loan for undergraduate students or PLUS loan. For these loans, the parent is the borrower. Parents must be creditworthy or have a creditworthy cosigner, and repayment can be deferred until 6 months after the student graduates, stops attending, or drops below half-time. Private loans are another option. For private loans, the student or the parent could be the borrower. Student borrowers must have a creditworthy cosigner. Repayment on these loans also begins 6 months after the student graduates, stops attending, or drops below half-time. I've provided a comparison chart so you can look at the benefits to each loan option. I'll point out, in regard to the credit check, Parent Plus loans typically focus on adverse credit history, while private loans focus more on credit score and debt-to-income ratios. Interest rates for Parent Plus loans are fixed annually, while the rates for private loans vary by lender and individual credit. I would encourage you, when reviewing your financial aid offer from Ohio and comparing it to other schools, you look at the out-of-pocket expense for Ohio in comparison to other schools. This is a more useful tool rather than looking at scholarship offers. Remember that the financial aid offer displays annual amounts. However, aid will be divided over fall and spring semesters as charges are applied per semester. Let's take a quick look at your Ohio Student Center. All admitted students can currently access their Ohio Student Center. The sections I want to point out are your to-do list and the financial aid section. Your to-do list is going to list any items that the financial aid office or other offices may need for you to complete before enrolling at Ohio. Let's take a closer look at the financial aid section. There are two options, one to view your financial aid and another to accept or decline awards. When selecting View Financial Aid, you can see the financial aid offered to you annually or by term. When selecting Accept or Decline Award, you can select each financial aid item type offered to view additional details about that type of financial aid. Additionally, this is where you would accept or decline loans that have been offered to you. Finally, let's go over some next steps. Again, your financial aid offer provides individualized critical next steps that are personalized for you. You need to complete each item in order to finalize your financial aid. You should do that before the August 1st billing cycle. You can also visit our website, which has an application and deadline section. Finally, you should visit your Ohio Student Center and complete all action items on your to-do list. You should also accept or decline loans as desired. Make sure to review your award information. If you do plan to take federal direct loans, visit studentaid.gov to complete your loan agreement and entrance counseling. If you've been offered federal work study, visit the FAOS website to search for and select a position. And finally, if you need additional payment options, please visit our website to learn about the monthly payment plan or to apply for a PLUS or private loan if needed. And again, if you have any questions about your financial aid offer or any part of the financial aid process prior to joining us this fall or while you're here on campus, I would encourage you to reach out to our office. You can visit our website, email, or call. Our staff are ready and available to assist you with any questions you may have. That concludes the presentation on understanding your financial aid offer. I hope this session has been able to answer your questions and provide you some transparency and reassurance in terms of next steps and expectations. I and my team are available for questions anytime at financial.aid@ohio.edu and look forward to helping make the financial aid process as painless and straightforward as possible to help make Ohio as affordable and accessible as we possibly can. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please stick around for more sessions, and we can't wait to see you in the fall.